And we're going into eclipse season, and so excited, so excited. Okay. Where do I start to explain all this? Because there's just so much. So, what I want to start with is by explaining what an eclipse is. And I'm just going to explain the energetics portion of it. So, this is a new moon total solar eclipse, and the new moon is in Leo. Okay. So, when we have an eclipse, it's 10 times the new moon power. So there's a lot of activity here. There's a lot of power behind this. It's a fated change. It's going to happen. The nodes are right there with you. Just buckle the F in. Okay. Buckle in. Okay. We've got the new moon in alignment with the node. And basically, when you have a total eclipse, you've got the sun. The moon is blocking the sun from the earth because you've got the sun, the earth, and the new moon is blocking. Okay. What I love about this eclipse is that, first of all, it's in Leo, which is wonderful, take the spotlight, but it's also at the top of the chart, which is again, take the spotlight. It's in a stellium. So we've got the sun, the moon, Jupiter, Mercury, all in Leo at the top of the chart. Yes, go into center stage, but be in your authentic and truthful self. Come from the heart. So there's a lot here. So a stellium is when more than 3 planets are in the same sign. And we have 4 planets in the same sign. The fact that Jupiter is there, we're going to expand things. The fact that Mercury is there, it's going to be talking about communication, truthful feelings, truthful ways of teaching. And that is being illuminated by this solar eclipse. What else is in the conversation here? I mean, that alone is a huge, big conversation. And it's in a conversation that's also at the same time as an air trine and a kite. I'm sure there's many more things, but that's where I stopped because I was like, this could go on forever. So if we look at that air trine where things are floating for us, nice and easy floating, we've got the air trine with Venus and Libra. That was bringing in that softness, that comfort, helping us to integrate this new thing that's being illuminated. So when you're coming from your authentic truth, it's a little scary sometimes. What if I'm not accepted? What if there's a certain amount of rejection? Nobody likes that feeling. So Venus is going to come in and she's going to help you harmonize that integration. Yes, there might be some rejection. Whatever words you have to say, who the F cares? Okay, take the rejection and use it someplace else. Just, or maybe even dig deeper into why rejection affects you in the way that it does. Does it allow you to be stagnant or does it allow you to move ahead? The other part of this trine is Uranus and Gemini. Sudden changes around the way that you communicate, around the way that you see things. So perspective, there's a sudden change in perspective here. This sudden change of perspective is in sextile, along with Venus and sextile, to this eclipse, to this stellium as well. When we have a sextile, it's something you've got to reach for. So Venus is saying, yes, I'm going to help you with this interaction and incorporating everybody, integrating everybody in a harmonious way. But you got to do some work too. You got to kind of reach for it. And Uranus is saying the same thing. Yes, your perspective is going to change. Not a bad thing. It might be even sudden. It may be even shocking to you. You may even judge or shame yourself because you had this other perspective for so long and then, oh, bam. Oh, wow. But you have to reach for it. So do you reach for it in a way where you're going to continue to shame yourself because you didn't see it before? Or you're going to be like, well, glad I know it now, kind of mentality, kind of energy. Now, the third component in this whole soup is the lovely Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto in Aquarius wants transformation. And with this transformation, it's not just, oh, you're going to transform, it's own your transformation, make it better, make it deeper, make it more so that your roots, no matter how you are shaken, continue to come from your place of security, true self-worth. And when we look at this, what's the anchor? What's holding the bottom of the kite as it's flying in its elegance, collecting and showcasing all this information is Pluto in Aquarius. So the transformation is the anchor at this point in time. We keep thinking transformation is something that's going to happen. Yes, it does. But there's a more mature frequency of it where it's already transformed. And now it's time for you to own that shit. So that's your anchor. Take a breath here. Got some fire energies that are playing in here as well. But I don't get the sense that it's going to be an out of control blaze of a fire because the air is there. And when you have fire and air, you can have a wildfire, right? I don't get that sense because Saturn and Neptune are the two that are in Aries. And Aries is, yeah, impulsive, goes after things. But what they're doing, because they're at the bottom of the chart at the ground level, and they're offering inspired action with grounded purpose. So again, we have all these things at the bottom of the chart that are like, what's your purpose? What's your why? Why? And then you have that anchor of that transformation. What are you transforming into is no longer the question. How are you transforming it now? How are you using what you transformed into to help you create and maintain your authentic self, your authentic truth as you spotlight? Because you've got this eclipse here and it's showing the light on anything, everything and anything. So if you come and you're just showboating and you're coming from a BS level of, I'll just do this, I'll just mail this in, I'll take a shortcut here and do this and do that. The eclipse, the illumination of the eclipse is going to show. It's going to, every faulty everything is going to show. So don't do that. Take this transformation, take it into heart, use that Sagittarian energy, use that Neptune energy as well. Stay disciplined, have structure around what you're doing. It. These dreams are amazing. They're fabulous. Bring them into light. Make sure they have a structure. Don't just ship it out there. Don't just mail it in because it's going to show if you just mail it in. Some big energy that's coming at us around this eclipse, right? This new moon in Leo. Here we are coming into the spotlight. So how do we do that? How do we come from a place of authentic self? What's going to support us through that? And I pulled a card around this type of energy, and I got feel the emotions. So what I'm getting from this read is that it's about allowing yourself to be in your authenticity, allowing yourself to feel what it is that you're feeling, to acknowledge it, to be in a space where you're allowing the vulnerabilities to come through. Feel those inner emotions, allow them to come through. Know that they're coming through for your higher self frequency, for your higher guidance of. And you look at this card, you can see that there's a connection here. Here you are, the higher guidance is coming through, and it's up to you in this realm to trust that, to understand that things are coming through that are unseen, but it's for your higher self, it's for your validation of. And I love that. Here we have the moon in this card, and it's coming through on a new moon. It's the number 5. So things are a little bit rocky, but trust your inner guidance. If you want to get the full August astrology report, jump over to Mystics at the grocery store because everything is in there. I just took a clip out and wanted to share this with you. Happy new moon total eclipse in Leo. Enjoy the energy. Try to sit with it if it's a little bit rocky for you, but know and stay empowered with the fact that you know that this is coming from your inner guidance, your inner worth, your inner self, and stay validated and stay empowered. Take care.